Good morning, sunshines. We are in Colorado Springs, so I'm super hoping that this video works the whole time, but I have no idea if it's going to, so you're welcome in advance. Do you guys want to see the springs? This is what I do. I wake up at 4 in the morning and then just drive down here, and God dang, the mountains are beautiful. So is this truck that's about to come through. Wait, yep, simply amazing, right? Morning, Ness. What's up, girl? How's it going? Oh my God, I don't know how to get it back to my other viewer now. Yes, there we go. Morning. What's going on, guys? Good morning, sunshines. Morning, Jose from the Colorado Springs area. I got up, like I was saying, super early this morning and drove down here for a doctor's appointment. Morning, Jeffrey. Morning, Fritz. Morning, Savannah. And I'm just going to start off saying I am so freaking excited. Like, when you know, you know. And I was having like complications trying to figure out my surgery that I'm having, and just like sometimes like it just doesn't feel right. Like your intuition is just like, what's going on, right? And everything just fell into place. Like I had this surgeon actually call me, well, as a friend of a friend. He actually called me up at like 9:30 last night because they were trying to get me in like to the schedule last minute and get me down to this like to the Springs office. So I woke up, got here like at 6:30 in the morning so they could like wiggle me in, and like just to have somebody call you and say, let's go over your like your MRI stuff over the phone first, make me feel super comfortable. And when you walk in, you're like, you just know, you're like like he kind of like did my stuff and then told me what he was going to try to do, how he's going to fix it. It's different than what I had like diagnosed before. Said he would have done it a while ago. And I'm choking. No problem, guys. I'll be alive. Also said that he would just get me in as soon as possible. Whatever. The guy was freaking phenomenal. Great feelings. Surgery is planned for next Wednesday. Winning, you guys. So here we go. Life is great. All right, so we're doing our good morning sunshine. You guys should know what to be doing right now. I should be saying good morning sunshine, good morning sunshine, good morning sunshine from every one of you. That's how we start off. Yes, Anna. You guys are awesome. And all the hearts, all the hearts. And then you should be sharing your gratitude. What are you grateful for this morning? I'm grateful for freaking awesome people. I'm grateful for Dr. Kobayashi, who's my surgeon, who none of you recommended, by the way. I'm grateful for all of your recommendations, but they were all, I didn't see any wrist doctors that were in there at the Panorama. And then this guy's like a wrist specialist and works on Olympic athletes. So I walked in and like, I'm grateful that he knows how to work with athletes. He's like, you can tell you're one of who I work with. I'm not an Olympic athlete, PS guys, but like, it just felt right. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for last minute decisions and just like deciding to take action, which is what we're going to talk about today. And I'm grateful for this view. This is super cool that I'm sitting here talking to you guys, but right beyond your faces, like if I get distracted, it's because I'm looking at Pikes Peak and the freaking ridiculously gorgeous mountains. What are you grateful for? Type it in, right? Do your good morning sunshine. Natalie's nailing it. Natalie, go back and look at the last video that you shared, and I have the most gruesome, ridiculous freeze frame face on the pre-video of that miracle morning. It is so freaking funny, you guys. All right, so what else? Today we are talking about, well, today on our fourth day, you don't just share your gratitudes. There's one other thing you share in today's exercise, right? Because we're going through our savers. You got your silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise. That's today. So share with me. I know, isn't it so funny? Share with me what you guys did for exercise yesterday. Every single one of you. I want to know, are you working out or are you not working out? And not what you did today or the day before. What did you do yesterday so that I can bust you if it was nothing? Just kidding. You don't have to work out every day, but it's fun if you do, right? So share with me what you did. If you have any questions about exercise, do that as well. Like I can answer and address some of those things too. So, or shoot me a personal message. For me, exercise yesterday looked like, what did I do? Oh, I did some spinning. I did some lifting. Like I literally was in the gym for 25 minutes and got plenty of a workout. It doesn't take forever. And then in the afternoon, I just needed to get my mind right. So I did 3 miles. It wasn't about the run. It was super slow, but it was about, look at all your exercising. Yay, you guys are champions. So went through and just like got into my mind space. That's why I love to run. So that was my exercise yesterday. I see you guys doing all sorts of crap in there, and like I mean like good crap, of course. You guys are amazing. All right, let's talk about today's subject at hand. And morning to all of the others of you that joined. I'm sorry, I was like trying to be super focused so you guys don't have to hear me say good morning nonstop, although it's kind of fun too. What's going on in your life? And some of this, like for some of you guys, this might not apply at all. But there's some of you that you know something's on your plate, something's out there, something's waiting for you, and you're not taking action. And my question is like, what are you waiting for, right? And the reason why this came up initially for me this morning is, oh, and you guys are sharing your I ams. You are so incredible. I love it. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I am wealthy in adventures. Ah, yes. So share your I ams too, you guys. It feels really powerful and good. So what are you waiting for that thing in your life that's like, it's the weight on your shoulders, it's the something that's always like has a little like pressure on your chest, it's the checklist that's not complete, it's like the unknown, it's out there, and you're just continuing to wait instead of taking actions. And I actually did a little bit of research this morning. Look at me, because I had 8 extra minutes waiting in my car post appointment in here. And I found this article from a guy who's made a lot of big changes in his life. So see, like, here are some of the things that he's done. And I don't know, like, in what timeline, but went from like not working out to starting to work out 4 to 5 times a week. He started eating and drinking appropriately. He ended a bad relationship. He started a new business. He quit his 9-to-5 job that he was doing, and he created a travel excursion around Asia. So like, that's a lot of big things. Can you imagine making any one of those things happen in your life? Are those one of your things? Like, you're not even sure what you're waiting for or what the item might be? Could it be one of those things? Starting to work out, eating and drinking healthily, ending a bad relationship, starting a new business, quitting your job, starting to travel, or starting a new hobby or passion that you would like potentially love, right? But you're waiting. You're just like, when is it gonna happen for you? I have like music in the background. I'm sorry, you guys. So here's a couple reasons why he gave explanations of why people wait. And just take this in and think, are any of these you? All right. So 1, maybe you've fallen the victim to other people's opinions. This is a lot of this, like a lot of us. We talked about this yesterday. You care so much about what other people think that you're not taking action, because what if they think it's ridiculous? What if they think it's ridiculous that you want to take ballroom dancing classes? What if they think it's ridiculous that you want to start your own company? What if they think that it's ridiculous that you aren't in that relationship anymore? What if they think it's ridiculous that you start going to the gym all the time, where you usually you guys are partying? Because you're going to be judged. That's what people do. They look at you. You're judging me right now. I know you're judging me. I see it, right? You're always going to be judged. It's a matter of how strong and confident you are to not give a shit what other people think, because you're owning you. They don't own you. You own you. And guys, in this process, like when you change, some of your associations are going to change. Either people are going to learn to accept you as the ballroom dancer that you become. I'm just making stuff up. Or you're going to build new associations of people who appreciate that now you work out 4 days a week instead of party all the time. Right? I love all the loves and hearts. You guys are the best. So that might be one thing that's stopping you, that's like stopping you from taking action. And then a solution of like, literally, like, read the book. Don't give an F. There's a book that's called that. It's awesome. Okay. Maybe your friends don't have the same aspirations. This is super similar. Michael Burton, always with the hearts. I love it. Maybe your friends don't have the same aspirations. So they think that you're like crazy because you decide that you want to work. Like when I started working 18-hour days, people thought I was nuts. Like they just couldn't understand. They didn't have the same aspirations as me. No problem. Like I made some new friends. I did change some associations. I found people who had a different level of work ethic, and that was just part of my journey. But are you waiting because you're like fearful because they don't want to do the same things as you, so it's stagnating you? That could be a reason. All right, another reason. You only listen to the opportunities that are handed to you, gift wrapped with a bow, and it's perfect. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's so incredible. Like all of a sudden I woke up one day and I had X amount of energy, and going to the gym was so easy, and it was so perfect, and the gym was right down the street, and the timing was perfect. That's not the way opportunities occur in most instances. They're not gift wrapped in gold paper with diamonds on top. That's not the way opportunity shows up in our life. So you might be waiting because you're like, oh, it's just not time yet. It's just not right yet. Have you guys ever said that? The timing's not right yet. Guess what? It's probably never going to be right. It's probably never going to be right for you to start working out, eating and drinking healthily, ending that bad relationship, starting up the business, quitting your 9-to-5, or traveling to Asia. P.S. Remember, I'm taking the other guy's notes. I'm just making it up, right? So it's probably never going to be right. You make it right by taking action. All right, another reason why maybe you're not taking action, you're just waiting around. Guys, keep doing the hearts. I love it. I love you guys so much. You're the best. Is you don't believe you're smart enough. You don't believe in yourself, basically. You don't believe you are good enough, smart enough, strong enough, whatever it is. It's a lack of self-confidence, and you don't have that inner self-worth that you can do it. That's why we do this, you guys. The Miracle Morning Routine. God, you guys are lighting me up today. The Miracle Morning Routine, getting your mind right, setting yourself for positive I ams and what you're going to become will help you achieve that. But right now, you might think that you're just not worthy. It is like you have to start to change your mind in order to make that happen. So join us more often so you can start to alter that, right? Okay, so maybe you're not taking action. What are you waiting for? Because can't be bothered enough. I don't know. My handwriting is really bad, you guys. I don't really understand what that means. You try to translate it. Not going to do it. All right. The next one seems too ambitious. Like, you know what? Like, I've always wanted to start my own, painting company. And I've always been passionate about it. And I painted since I was little. And I thought it'd be so cool to start this up. But that seems a little too ambitious for me. You know what? I'm just going to take it easy and avoid the risk. And I'm going to sit back and not take action. Maybe that's why you're not taking action, because it just seems too ambitious. But guess what? Who says it's too ambitious? It probably goes right back up to number one. You're looking at other people's opinions. Your other friends don't have the same aspirations, and you don't feel like you're worthy. So you're like, that's just too ambitious. I can't do it, Callie. Like, that's so hard for me to start working out. That's so hard for me to start eating right. That's so hard for me to end that. That's so hard for me to decide to travel. I've always wanted to travel, but God, it's so difficult, right? I get it. Like, it just seems too ambitious. That's your mindset. That's where what you're telling yourself up here. Okay? I'm just going to keep going. I know this is too long. I don't care, you guys. We're on 14 minutes. You think it's too late, right? You're like, I missed the boat on that one. Shit, I just missed happiness by this much. Oh man, wouldn't that have been cool if I would have taken action 8 months ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago? But I didn't. So I missed the boat. Right? You guys, here's like top secret knowledge. It's never too late. You have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. You have no idea what's coming from you. So why are you putting off goals, ambitions, and happiness because you think that it's too late? Like, do you think that being 38, that's too late for happiness? You think that being 65, it's too late for you? You don't get to be happy for the next 20 years of your life? That's bullshit. Like, it's never too late. It's not too late. But you tell yourself that I'm too old, I'm too whatever, too much time has passed. I just didn't do it when I was supposed to. Recreate it so that right now is the right time. You have to talk to yourself differently, right? Maybe you're waiting. What are you waiting for, right? You're waiting because you failed. Like, what if you failed once, you guys? What if you tried something in the past and it didn't work? Oh my God, seriously, they're like, I already tried that, Callie. I worked out and it sucked. And I injured myself, or I didn't keep going, or I was sore. I hated that part, right? You failed at it. Or I made an ass of myself in the gym. Oh my God, right? And here's where our ego takes place, you guys. Our ego steps in, and once again, it cares about what everybody else is thinking instead of us having that forward movement. You guys remember my dance class where I was a total idiot last week, this week, whatever it was, right? Totally failed that. 100% failed. Right? So I could never do it again, or I could say, oh, okay, so I failed. Like what, so I'm not going to take action anymore? Of course you're going to take action. Otherwise you're never going to get there. You could have the fear of failure where you're not willing to take the risk. That's two more that were listed here. Where like, even if you haven't failed, you're like, well, what if it doesn't work? What if it does work? What if it does work and you create the most exuberant, happy life of your life, that you can imagine, right? And if it doesn't work, are you any worse off than you are right now in whatever the situation in your life? If working out doesn't work for you, which P.S. there's always ways to make it work, I'm just going to say, but if it doesn't work for you, are you any worse off than where you were today? Probably not, right? Take a risk, grab an experience, see how it makes you grow, and see where you arrive. Okay, we're almost done with these. You guys are like, oh God, Callie, this is a lot today, right? Success is absolutely built on failure, Jeff. Like, I love that. And I think that not enough people understand that in order to succeed, you have to fail. They think that like that whole present thing that it's going to be handed to them in the gold wrapping and the diamonds on top. Like, that's not the way it works. Like, it's usually like in a trash bag and it's got shit all around it. And then like the success is in the middle of the pile of crap. That's the way that it works. Hey girl, Wow, Caitlin, I love it. Okay, so maybe you're waiting because you don't have time. I hear this all the time. I'd love to find success, Callie. I'd love to make that extra, $1,000 a month. I'd love to transition careers. I'd love to get healthy. I'd love to have that six pack. I don't have time though. Like, guess what? I have 24 hours a day. How many do you got? 24. We all have 24 hours in every single day. So you make time for your priorities. That's what you have time for whatever you put on your priority list. That's what you have time for. So if being healthy isn't your priority, you're right. You don't have time because it's not on your priority list. If eating right's not on your priority list, you don't have time for it. If being in the right relationship, if starting a new business, if quitting your 9-to-5, if traveling to Asia isn't on your priority list, then guess what? You ain't got time for it because you're going to say you don't, and whatever you say is true. So that's true only because you make it true. Right? Morning, Luke. What's going on, buddy? Okay, 3 more, I think. You can't see, so you're not taking action because you can't see past the bad to get to the good. And I'm going to tell you, this goes back to what Jeff was just saying about the failure piece of it, is that taking a risk and getting out of your comfort zone and going for something new and doing that thing that's just been hovering on you, weighing on you, is probably going to suck a little bit. It's probably going to be a little bit hard. And all you're seeing emotionally is the bad that's right there. You're like, oh shit, like I don't want that because I know I'm going to have to claw through all that mud to get to the other side, and I'm not willing to get dirty. I am not willing to get dirty, and I'll just stay on this side of the river and just like live an existence of resignation or mediocrity because I don't want to get all dirty to get to the other side. So you can't see beyond the bad. You don't have the vision to see the good. When we're doing our miracle morning, you guys, the vision piece number 3, of our savers, is helping train your brain to see beyond the shit and to the other side. That's what we're actually doing, is training our mind to see that. Okay, so maybe that's one of your problems. That's something you need to practice. Next thing is that you're distracted. Boy, oh boy, are we all distracted. There are so many distractions in life. Yesterday, I forced myself to think for about 2 hours, and the distractions that enter and come upon you nonstop, whether you have your phone or not, there's this is going on over here, and there's this noise over here, and my brain is like thinking here. Like you want to go after something, but you don't do it because you get so distracted. I was going to work out, but I got distracted. I was going to change my job, but I got distracted. I was going to start the company, but I got distracted. So finding focus. In our reading that we do, I do a lot of training on focus. I've been doing a lot of my books are about how to compartmentalize and train my brain to focus on one thing at a time, because as you guys can see, I'm freaking all over the board. All right, final one is that you're looking at your short-term happiness. Actually, that just goes right back to seeing past the bad into the good, right? Your short-term happiness, you might just be seeing that, and that you're just like living in your norm. So here's what we just went over for way longer than usual. Appreciate you guys for hanging out if you did this whole time. Is that there's a reason why you're not taking action. And the cool thing about that is that you can take ownership of that when you decide it's a priority. Natalie just said, like, yes, you make time for your priorities, right? When you decide that it's a priority, whatever it is, working out, eating and drinking healthily, ending the bad relationships, starting a business, quitting your 9-to-5, traveling to Asia, I'm using this other guy's examples, right? Figuring out what's going on in your life, what's hovering over you that is like kind of trapping you. It might even be like taking over, like it's all you think about, yet you take no action on it. Please listen. Oh yeah, I can definitely do that, Carrie. Some suggestions of books. I would love to do that for different things that we're reading through. So I will. Shoot me a reminder, Carrie, in a text in case I forget. So if you're not taking action, think about or re-listen to this and write down some of those things. Like what's something that's holding you back, and how can you move beyond that so that you can find whatever it is like you absolutely like that you deserve in life. Okay. This was way too long, but I just got super excited. The reason why this came up, and I didn't even finish that story, is because I'm in here and I was talking to my other friend. Her and I both, Sarah, what's up? You're probably still on here. We both have to have surgery. She has to have it on her ankle. She keeps putting it off. I've got this wrist thing. I need to go get my surgery done. And I go in And like Sarah's like, what are you doing in Colorado Springs now? Like I just need to get this shit done. Like I'm ready. Like let's take action. Let's get over. Like I want to get over the crap storm and get to the part where I can freaking be on a pole again, climbing a mountain, whatever the hell I want to do yoga. I want that, and I know that I have to go through this to get that. So I'm telling her that, and I go into my appointment, and the guy, like, I'm talking to Dr. Kobayashi. I'm like, okay, like, when can we schedule me? Like, let's go, bro. Like, put me in, coach. And he's like, you're like so super ready for this. A person of action has movement, has success, has failures, has everything, but I know that I'm on the go. So why put off something for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 months, whatever it is, when I know that that's going to be the end result? For me to have the complete happiness, I have to have the surgery. For me to use my freaking arm, I have to have the surgery. Why would I put it off? And I come out of my appointment, I loved it. I got this text from Sarah, and she's like, I don't know why. She's like, but I'm just ready to freaking get this over with. Like, I'm ready to schedule now. I want this done now. And I was like, yes, girl, like, let's get it done. Let's be in the other stage, sitting by the pool without getting tan lines, because we don't have our cast on anymore. August, where we're super healthy. Like, get your priorities straight, you guys, on what action you're wanting to take, what changes you're wanting to make in your life, and stop making excuses. Like, you're drowning in your own excuses of why not now, and go out and make it happen. Okay? All right, I got to drive back to Denver now. Maybe I might go climb the incline. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go see what the weather's like, because I'm in the Springs, so why not, right? Do some stairs a little bit. You guys are amazing, fantastic. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you take some of this and actually go out and take some action. I will see you tomorrow morning, and then I'll be all drugged up next week because surgery's Wednesday, so I might not be on for a couple days because I don't know what's gonna be going on up here. Or maybe I'll do it loopy whilst on whatever I'm on. Cool? Okay, thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up, Mr. Burton, getting it. Love all your faces. I can't see every one of your faces, but I love you guys. Okay, gotta go. Bye.